The massive artificial palm followed Xie Junlin's movements, pressing down toward Elder Mu with immense force. The Elder of Wuhua sect hadn't even reacted yet, his mouth hung open in disbelief, his body trembling, unable to look directly at the incoming strike. The gigantic palm showed no mercy as it descended. Elder Mu struggled to counterattack, but it was completely ineffective. Elder Mu shouted, "Damn it!" He had no way to resist as the palm pressed closer. Trembling, he extended both hands in a desperate plea. "Stop, stop. For the sake of Wuhua sect, I beg the senior to spare me." Xie Junlin sneered. "Wuhua sect? So what? If people do not offend me, I will not offend them. But if they do, I will punish them. If they dare to come, I dare to destroy them." With that, Xie Junlin showed no intention of stopping. The enormous palm continued to descend. Elder Mu was utterly terrified, his eyes widening, sweat dripping down his face. "If I die here, your sect will be doomed to annihilation, and you will be the cause. The consequences will be even more tragic." Hearing this, Xie Junlin raised his hand and swiftly swung it down. "Ha! You're about to die, yet you still dare to threaten me. Die!" As soon as his words fell, the colossal palm came crashing down, slamming toward Elder Mu with unstoppable force. Watching from the sidelines, Chen Yunhai was completely stunned, unable to utter a single word. Realizing that there was no hope of defeating Xie Junlin, he immediately fell to his knees, kowtowing repeatedly. "Lord Xie, this was all a misunderstanding. Our Fenglai sect is willing to submit and serve you." Many of the lower-tier cultivators of Fenglai sect also knelt, bowing fervently. "Yes, yes. We are willing to serve Lord Xie, to be your loyal servants." Xie Junlin looked down at them and laughed mockingly. "Ha! Do you think you're even worthy of being my dogs?" Hearing Xie Junlin's words, Chen Yunhai hesitated slightly before gritting his teeth and saying, "Lord Xie, my son Chen Jiao possesses the potential to ascend to immortality. He has already been accepted as a direct disciple of Wuhua sect's honored elders. Do you really want to offend us? Don't ruin your own future." Upon hearing this, Xie Junlin displayed a cunning and ruthless grin, sneering. "Oh. The potential to ascend to immortality?" Xie Junlin stretched out his hand and continued, "That suits me just fine. My stance remains the same, if you offend me, you will be punished. Today, Fenglai sect invaded Shantian sect. I've said it before. None of you are leaving here alive." With that, Xie Junlin commanded the massive spiritual energy figure to mercilessly strike the cultivators of Fenglai sect. The overwhelming power was monstrous, effortlessly reducing Fenglai sect's grand hall to ruins in an instant. Amidst the destruction, Chen Yunhai continued to shout, "This humiliation must be repaid with blood. My son will avenge us 1,000, no, 10,000 times over." A small box fell to the ground from somewhere. Standing before the ruins, Xie Junlin said, "Then I'll be looking forward to your so-called immortal son coming to teach me a thing or two." Just then, Xie Junlin looked up at the sky and saw a group of people flying toward him. He smirked and said, "Humph. Is that Su Yonyan? It seems the people from Shantian sect are really slow. Although I'm still safe, if they couldn't fight back, they must be regretting it by now. The battle is already over, and only now do they arrive." Su Yonyan, Su Tianxue, and Zhao Dezhu landed on the ground. Su Yonyan immediately spoke, "Great. Junior brother Xie is still here." Xie Junlin looked up and replied, "Yeah. Where else would I be? Didn't I say I was going to wipe out Fenglai sect?" Su Yonyan instantly grabbed Xie Junlin's wrist. Unaware that the people of Wuhua sect had already been wiped out, Su Yonyan pulled Xie Junlin along, trying to escape while saying, "You're lucky. I heard an elder from Wuhua sect arrived. Maybe he wasn't here, and that's the only reason you were able to escape. This time. Xie Junlin looked at Su Yonyan, still puzzled. Su Yonyan continued, if we go now, we might still have time. Xie Junlin pulled his hand back and waved at Su Yonyan. Oh. You mean that elder? I already killed him. Su Yonyan was shocked and shouted, what? You actually eliminated the elder of Wuhua sect? Wasn't he a nascent soul stage cultivator? Su Jianxue, standing to the side, chuckled and said, see? I told you. Sect Master Xie has extraordinary strength and can handle it with ease. He placed a hand on Su Yonyan's shoulder. Still in disbelief, Su Yonyan continued, how is this possible? Junior brother. Xie actually defeated a nascent soul cultivator. Xie Junlin replied, actually, I'm also at the nascent soul stage. Enough talk. Let's go clean up Fenglei sect and gather some resources. Upon hearing this, Su Yonyan sneered as well. Xie Junlin stepped forward, and Su Yonyan watched his back, thinking to himself, so junior brother Xie is also at the nascent soul stage. I can hardly believe it. Meanwhile, Zhao Dezhu wandered around and spotted the box that had fallen earlier. He picked it up and said, Sect Master. Lord Xie. I found a nascent soul pill. It might be a pill from Wuhua sect. Seeing it, Xie Junlin pointed toward Su Yonyan and said, let the sect master use this nascent soul pill. The sooner he breaks through, the stronger Xiantian sect will become. Hearing this, Zhao Dezhu handed the pill to Su Yonyan, who said, thank you, junior brother Xie, for your help. Suddenly, a system notification rang out, ding. A potential disciple has been detected within 100-mile radius. Suspected to be the demon sect leader, true immortal level, would you like to accept them as a disciple? Completing this task will yield unimaginable rewards. Xie Junlin paused for a moment upon hearing this. He smiled and thought to himself, perfect. Another new task, and it's about taking in a disciple. And the target is the demon sect leader, a true immortal. If I go after him with my golden finger, wouldn't I ascend to immortality? Instantly. At that point, not just the wildlands but all of Qingzhou would be under my control. Sect Master Su Yonyan continued to watch junior brother Xie's back. Suddenly, Sect Master of Qianxiang sect, Su Tianxue of Feng Xiantian sect, spoke with concern, although we managed to destroy Fenglei sect thanks to Lord Xie, we've also made an enemy of Wuhua sect. Will there still be a place for us in the Eastern Domain and Xiantian sect? Su Yonyan agreed and sighed, that's right. Wuhua sect's power is immense, far beyond what Xiantian sect can oppose. Then, Su Yonyan called out to junior brother Xie, asking him to turn around. He walked up to Xie Junlin and said, you possess unparalleled talent. You must not let your future be cut off from the Eastern Domain. If Wuhua sect comes looking for trouble in the future, at worst, we will die. As long as you survive, Xiantian sect will have a future. Sect Master of Qianxiang sect, Zhao Dezhu of Feng Xiantian sect, also agreed, clenching his fist. The sect master is right. Su Tianxue, standing nearby, smiled and nodded in agreement. Exactly. Lord Xie is an outstanding talent. If he leaves now, it would be a huge loss. The disciples of Xiantian sect also voiced their agreement, saying, that's right. Lord Xie will surely carry our hopes and open up a whole new world, making the name of Xiantian sect resound across the land once more. No matter what happens, we will stand firm here. Even at the final moment, we will never back down. Lord Xie, please unleash your full potential. Lord Xie stood there in a daze, unsure of what to say. He smiled, feeling a little touched. This sect truly has an unparalleled sense of unity. Lord Xia walked up to the sect master, lowered his head, and placed a hand on his chest. Thank you all for your trust. But don't worry. Since I dared to act, I have already considered the consequences. Leave everything to me, I will handle it properly. Lord Xia smiled and patted the sect master on the shoulder to reassure him. Leave this matter to the sect master. Take your time handling it. I have something important to do, so I'll be taking my leave now. Farewell. As soon as he finished speaking, Lord Xia swiftly departed, stirring up dust in his wake. At that moment, Su Yonyan looked up at Xia Junlin's fading figure, filled with trust. Every time junior brother Xia slays his enemies, he simply flicks his sleeve and leaves, never taking so much as a wisp of cloud with him. At that moment, in the Su bamboo forest, a figure flashed by at an incredible speed. Behind him, an old man was chasing after him with a lecherous grin. He. Beauty, don't run. Let this old master have some fun. He turned around angrily and shouted, Get lost. How many times do I have to say this? I am a man. A man. The old man kept chasing pervertedly, sticking out his tongue. Such a beautiful girl, how could you possibly be a man? Stop trying to fool this old man. At that moment, he thought helplessly, a mighty tiger, fallen to flatlands, now bullied by a dog. To think I, the Grand Demon sect leader, once shook the entire central region. The fire-worshipping demon sect was founded by true immortals, possessing immense power, ruling over 100,000 nations, and worshipped by billions of followers. As he ran, tears streamed down his face. I never expected that my enemies would join forces with multiple sacred lands to launch a large-scale crusade against my fire-worshipping demon sect. I could only exhaust my essence power, risk my life to break through the encirclement, and escape to this desolate land. But who would have thought I'd end up in such a miserable situation now? The old man chased relentlessly, unleashing a technique to stop him. Beauty, if you don't run fast, I'll be catching you soon. Sensing the danger, he immediately turned around and executed a technique, Crimson Tide Barrier. After countering the old man's attack, he took the chance to escape. He stumbled into another bush, coughing uncontrollably as he got up. The old man saw this and showed a trace of doubt. A mere foundation establishment cultivator can actually withstand my late-stage golden core attack. Could he be a prodigy from a major sect out on a journey? Without hesitation, he unleashed another technique. No matter, I'll just capture him first. He threw a needle to the ground. The needle formed a formation around him. The old man floated in front of him, grinning wickedly. He. Beauty, this is the end of the road. Just surrender obediently. Seeing this, he gritted his teeth in anger. Damn mutt pretending to be righteous. The old man stepped forward, pinched his chin, and said, Beauty, stop resisting. My patience is limited, just endure it for a little while. Realizing there was no way out, he lowered his head. Then, he tore open his clothes and shouted, Your ancestors. Open your damn eyes and look carefully, I am a man. The old man was stunned. A man? The atmosphere suddenly became eerily silent. After a few seconds of shock, the old man blurted out, You're really a man? Then wasn't all my effort chasing you completely wasted? He pulled his clothes back together and furiously said, Look closely. I'm a man, just like you. Stop following me. Suddenly, the old man reached out his hand. Wait a minute. He struck a perverse pose and walked toward him. Actually, men aren't bad either. Hearing these disgusting words, he lashed out in fury. Get lost. You're truly shameless, going after men too. Even if I have to burn my own core, I will never submit. The old man was shocked. What kind of spell is this? How can a foundation establishment cultivator create such a massive formation? He angrily cursed, "Brat. You've completely enraged me." He struck at the old man with his palm, "Go to hell." The palm strike came too suddenly, and the old man didn't have time to react before shouting, "Wait. Wait. Let's talk this out." The old man was hit, and everything around him was shaken and scattered. Unable to endure, the old man let out a desperate scream, "Ah!" After making his move, he was also exhausted and collapsed to the ground, saying, "Humph. You brought this upon yourself." Watching the old man get struck, engulfed in flames, he said, "What bad luck. My inner core almost shattered. I need to find a place to recover quickly and come up with a plan." Suddenly, a voice rang out, "Hee hee. That lecher deserved to die. As expected, you have quite a background." Hearing this, he turned to look. Then, he stood up and cautiously asked, "Who's there?" Another old man approached, holding a cane, and appeared, "Young friend, don't overthink it. I just happened to pass by here. I'm not that lecher's accomplice. Also, I have a normal sexual orientation, so you can rest assured." Hearing this, he felt slightly relieved and cupped his fists, saying, "That's good. In that case, farewell, until we meet again." Just as he was about to leave, the old man suddenly stepped forward and blocked his way. The old man revealed a cunning smile and said, "However, I'm more interested in the secrets you carry than that man." As soon as he finished speaking, the old man attacked again, "Hee hee. Let me see what's hidden in your mind. That allows you to possess such powerful abilities." Seeing the old man's despicable expression, he thought to himself, "This bald old ghost, attacking when I'm vulnerable, he won't have a good outcome." He fell to his knees, supporting himself on the ground, and weakly said, "Is this where my cultivation journey ends? I refuse to accept it. I refuse." Suddenly, the bamboo forest shook, and another person arrived. His presence caused the surrounding world to tremble. The old man didn't have time to react before hurriedly turning his head, stunned. "This is the nascent soul stage. No way, how could a small place like this have a nascent soul powerhouse?" Yi Fu appeared, looking extremely angry, his brows furrowed as he stared at the old man. Seeing Yi Fu, the old man immediately scrambled to explain, Senior. Please spare me. He's yours. I'll leave immediately." Yi Fu could not tolerate it and attacked, saying, "A vile person like you doesn't deserve to live." With that, he delivered a fatal blow, piercing through the old man's body. Witnessing Yi Fu's overwhelming strength, he gritted his teeth and thought, "I lost a golden core, and now a nascent soul cultivator has appeared. Is this truly the calamity I can't escape today?" Yi Fu stared blankly at the person in front of him and said, "Tongzi. Come on. Tell me, is this guy the demon sect leader or an immortal saint-level cultivator? Isn't he just a weak foundation establishment cultivator? Are you trying to fool a ghost?" Suddenly, the system reported, "The system did not deceive you. This person was indeed the demon sect leader of Heavenly God Mountain, but his cultivation has declined. The system has activated killing intent for the host." An information panel about him appeared. Yi Fu was stunned after reading it. "It's true, but wait a minute, this guy is actually a man." Yi Fan walked over and sized up Tian Yen, secretly evaluating, "Tisk tsk tsk. That fair skin, delicate features, and flowing long hair. How many girls would feel ashamed seeing this? Anyone would mistake him for a woman." Meanwhile, Hong Tianyen thought to himself, "Why is this guy looking at me like that? Could it be that he likes men?" At that moment, Yi Fan was still staring at Tianyen, rubbing his chin in thought, although he's only at the foundation establishment stage. With his talent and past experience, returning to his peak should be easier. Taking him as my disciple would definitely be worth it. Yi Fan proposed, I see that you have an extraordinary appearance and rare talent for cultivating the immortal Tao. From today on,